Hello, I'm the Softail Chef, and today we are going to be making some red chimichurri sauce for some Iberico pork that I'm going to grill this evening. Everybody doesn't like cilantro. To my mother, it tastes like soap, and she doesn't enjoy eating soap, and so we're going to make red chimichurri. It doesn't use cilantro, it uses parsley as its green component. Got some organic fire roasted red peppers here. We're going to need about a cup of that. It's my house. I'm going to touch stuff. Fuck. Ass. Sometimes you should have a spoon. You think you have everything on hand and got half your thumb up your ass. Christ God Almighty. It's a good thing the woman doing the filming married me. So we're just going to give this a nice little dice. All the nice fluid. In most of the recipes they do it really fine. I do like to have a little bit of texture. So I'm not going to overdo it. Just run through that real quick. Good. Looks like we're close to a cup, I'd say. Close. Oh, baby Jesus. You know what? Let's just put it all in there. There's just a little bit left. While we were chopping up the others, it looks like a little ferry or something came by there and dumped all that out. Dumped out all the fluids. The recipe I'm using calls for 5 cloves of garlic, so I think we need a heaping cup of roasted red pepper anyway. I'm not sure if I took my anger and smashed it down in there, that it would be an even cup anyway. There we go. What a delightful sound. When red peppers get the best of you, take advantage to get the best of red peppers. All right, we're ready. Let's do about a half a cup of packed loose parsley. All right. So here's the thing. We know we want parsley. Let's see. What do you think? That's it. Right there. We'll lay that to the side. Roll this up in a little mess. Give it a chop. Tell you this, riding a motorcycle is a hell of a lot easier than dealing with a jar of 365 organic roasted red bell peppers and the fluid they put in there, and they didn't thoroughly clean the seeds out. That's good enough. Do some garlic up. 5 cloves. Some of you guys may be going, that sounds like a hell of a lot. We like garlic around here. So I'm not even using the big cloves. Now I'm going to use a garlic press. I do not have the knife skill experience to just mush and chop and use the salt and go through it. I don't feel it. I ain't feeling it. This red chimichurri is really versatile. You can use it on steak, you can use it on seafood, you can use it on vegetables, you can use it as a raw vegetable dip, why not? Okay, we're going to be using it on a piece of Iberico pork from Campo Grande. Now, I found out about Campo Grande through a friend of mine here in Lexington who has a lot of chef friends, and they recommended it to him. He shared his pictures with me, and his enthusiasm and pictures made this a shoe-in to go to. Yeah. That one's in the garbage. Let's get another. The cut we're going to be making tonight is the abanico cut, and it is off of the ribs. It's a cut we don't do here. It's a shame we don't do these cuts they're doing on this Iberico pork. Iberico is a heritage breed of pork. It has not been adulterated with any kind of hybridization, and the meats remain pure in its original flavors. American pork has just been through the meal, so to speak. That is a lot of garlic. God, it smells good though, Jesus. Campo Grande. And at the end of the video here, I'll grab it out of the fridge. It's resting. It's salted and peppered. This stuff you do not want, you don't cook well done. You cook it medium rare. You want it to be pink in the center. And I'm very excited to be having this tonight. We're all very excited to be having it tonight. Very excited. All right, next we want us a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. Yeah, we're cutting it close. If you don't have enough red wine vinegar, you can use, substitute some white wine vinegar, but we've got enough. And we've got enough to adjust if we need to adjust once we're done. I do like things to be quite sour. 1 cup of lemon juice for that tang wang, touch my thing. These lemons are huge. I don't know where the hell Kroger's getting their lemons at lately. They must be on the mutant genetic program. This is a Mexican citrus juicer intended for properly sized lemons and limes. Probably more so limes, but it's super heavy duty. This hinge is not going to break on you. These limes or lemons are jerks. There's probably a 1/2 cup of juice in these damn things. You can't get it out. Back to the pork. I'm very excited about this. It cooks up like beef. A lot of the people on the net who really super good chefs and cooks really liked this breed. They made the pork from Campo Grande. Campo Grande also supplies a lot of the higher end, and I think a couple of Michelin star restaurants in Spain with their pork. Now that much more properly sized lemon. And then they're very nicely. Quarter cup of lemon juice. And we're done with that. Let's get that out of our way. Now we're going to do 2 teaspoons smoked paprika. I'm using the hot smoked paprika. There's also sweet smoked paprika. They're both very delicious. These are from Spain. You can get them off Amazon. It's not a big deal. You can get anything off Amazon these days. This is going to give us our smoky component. Makes it super nice. It's going to be really nice with the pork. Next, I'm going to do a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. And of course, this is going to be extremely scientifically accurate measure. With all of it popping over the sides. You know, you do things to taste. Al gusto. All right, so we just got a couple of things left to do.
It's not warm.
It is. You should sip a little bit of tequila while you do things like this to keep the nerves kind of under control. So we need a half a teaspoon of salt. And of course, we're going to start with a half a teaspoon of salt. I like to use kosher salt. Boom. In. All right. And a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Now, I'm not going to use regular American crushed red pepper flakes you can get. I'm using the Aleppo, also known as Armenian red pepper. It's used a lot in Middle Eastern cooking. It's such a wonderful scent. Just get some of that in there. It'll give a little bit of heat, not much, but a little bit of heat. You don't want a lot of heat in this unless you're like me, but when you're feeding a crowd, you probably want to tone it down just a bit. And to finish it up, a half a cup of olive oil. Good quality olive oil. And you're simply going to stir this up and let it sit. I'm going to let it sit for about an hour. And since it's really good quality olive oil, I'm going to reserve that. Because you know there's going to be a ton of it build up down there when it runs down the sides, right? Let's get this going here. I'll let that sit for an hour. And then I'll give it a taste and see if I need to make any adjustments on the Aleppo pepper or the salt. See? Red olive oil. Jesus. I'm being really silly about that, aren't I? All right, let's take a look at this pork over here in the refrigerator. This is the Albinico cut from the Iberico pigs. It's a black pig raised on the Iberian Peninsula in Spain and finished with acorns. And so we're very excited about this. I'm very excited about it. So we will only sear that on each side for 2 to 3 minutes, just like it was just like a steak. Medium. We're going to slice it thin against the grain. Our red chimichurri. We're going to make some sweet potato, mashed sweet potatoes with some spices in it that we don't typically use. sage, a little nutmeg, cream, salt, black pepper, and I'm going to roast some Brussels sprouts, and we'll cover that with a little balsamic reduction that I make, orange balsamic reduction, and that will be dinner. Make your red chimichurri and enjoy it.